All right, what's up, guys? All right, it's recording. So, basically, today is day 2 of the new side project, which is basically building a paid presentation to help people get hired in today's kind of crappy job market. So, I've been working on it, and yesterday, we got the RSM and stuff done, and today I was I got kind of lost. I'm not exactly 100% like the person that I'm working with. I'm not ready to do the full ebook and stuff, so I started reading this Russell Brunson book that I'd been reading like a year ago, but I just hadn't finished it, and it started stirring up some ideas, started really kind of getting me going again, and I was able to put some new things together, some good ideas that I think I can use throughout the training, little topics and stuff, and just starting to piece together my first one. I think that, so I did that, right? And then I took my dog, I got a good hour or so of work in on that, and then I took my dog for a walk and to go play fetch. And I started to think in my head was like, I honestly believe that I am doing the right activities. I really do. Like, I have revenue generating activities. I'm trying to do something for the future, which is this. Like, I believe I'm taking the right path. Now, the thing is it's like, I'm not getting the results I want. Which I don't even really know what the results I want are supposed to be honest. Like, it's easy to just get caught up in the, well, I don't have money now thing. And part of me wants money now. That's the truth. But on the flip side of things, it's got to be a combination of something. It has to, like, in my mind, it's maybe a combination of I haven't done enough yet and not enough time has elapsed. I think that those are the two kind of like axes that are on the graph, and it's like not enough work done, not enough time passed. And so I'm trying to like get that threshold done. While at the same point in time too, a lot of this stuff is like foreign stuff to me. So it takes time to learn how to piece and stuff together. So then sometimes that takes time off of work done. And so like actualized needle mover work takes a long time to even actually get going, you know what I mean? And that's why, well, I caught myself earlier when I was doing this, right? I caught myself earlier and I said, I didn't finish that book. And I think that in all honesty, if I'm going to get better about something, it has to be finishing the book, finishing the activity, finishing the project, the full way through, 100%. Finish the full thing the whole way through. Instead of like, I do love being a generalist, and I accredit a lot of the skills that I've learned to things like that, where I've just been able to kind of learn enough to get very proficient in something, and then I go learn something else. However, in business, you have to drive something the full way through until you get the result. Or at least finish the project until you axe it. Or at least carry it a long enough time to where you can see the results. At least at some sort of level where you could begin to see scale. You have to be willing to carry the thing out. And so maybe it is like little things like that. Like, I have to finish the book. If I read a book, I have to finish it. Before I start something else, before I go here, before I go there. But then on the flip side of that, it like, you actually do shorten your ability to learn things if you can't learn multiple things at once. But then on the flip side of that is it's like, okay, how long does it really take me to finish a book? I don't know these things actually. Like, I do not know how long it would take me to finish that book. Maybe 4 or 5 hours? Should I just grind out a book? Is that better? Like, these are little nuanced things that I'm getting to and trying to learn how to get information and apply information. And it's like, Honestly, do I just need to read enough of the book to where I understand it good enough and then go and apply it? That sounds the best, to just skim the book, right? Or should I just use the book as a utility tool like any sort of other manual and just read, like, just basically go through table of contents things and, when I'm at XYZ point, I need to know that. Is that better? Like, these are things that I need to figure out. And it's hard, bro, because then you have to it's like, I would love to just spend the whole day doing this, but then I have to go and, I have to go into the office, and I'm not trying to complain, I'm just trying to figure this out, right? Like, I have to go into the office, and I have responsibilities in the office, and I have, I have to do the revenue generating activity, and I've gotten enough reps at that to where I need to do that, So this is where it actually becomes harder. Because it's like, well, I mean, if I could screw around all day and try and figure out, the utility behind, reading, if I can get that down to something to where it's like, okay, well, I understand how to do this now. You know what I mean? If I could figure out that problem without having to deal with the office responsibilities, then we're getting somewhere way faster. If I can devote all my time to study and application of things, that's ideally where I'm trying to get and where I want to be. I recognize that, and I've known that. But at the end of the day, it doesn't change the fact that I still have to make the calls. And so maybe because we've lowered the quota of the calls, this is where a little bit of, this is side project stuff, because I'm trying to figure out how to do a side project on top of my business, but the side project actually will push my business forward when I figure it out. You know what I mean? Paid presentation skill pushes my actual real estate business way further when I figure it out. It is like my next channel. It's my next thing, but I'm having to learn how to do it. And so, maybe because in the real estate business, we have lowered the quota of calls that need to be made. So my actual day-to-day responsibilities to 60 calls, that I should, in theory, have all the time in the world to actually just sit there and grind out a book. Just sit there, grind out a book completely, and go from there, and have a whiteboard session and go from there. And maybe that's what they were talking about in that workbook. There's this book, Deep Work. There's this book called Deep Work. And I remember I listened to the audiobook of that, and basically I need to be able to set myself up to go into a monadic, I think it's a monadic work, which is where you just get this uninterrupted office time to just grind something out. And it's too hard. It's so freaking hard to do it from home, bro. I'm just not the person that's incredibly focused from home, And so maybe what I have to do is we go in, we get our calls done early, and then I sit there and I read the book. And I sit there and I read this book and I try and finish this book. And see what happens. But because honestly, learning the information, if I can just condense that down into just this hard condensation period, then I have a lot more time for implementation and application and actual testing. But my time horizon to learn shit is just too long. It's just too long, and it's I think that's the most frustrating thing, is it's actually it's slowing my life down because it's taking me too long to finish a book and apply it. I'd rather just get to application, but I can't do the application without the full knowledge, because that's just how my mind works. So I just need to learn how to condense the hell out of reading the book, but get the full comprehension that I need. So maybe I need to figure that out. And so maybe that would be something I should learn, is maybe med school student study tips or something like that, because the med school kids, they're always dope at reading books. They were always so sick at reading books. The business kids, they stop reading most of the time. Some of them don't, bro, MBA bros or whatever, but you get what I mean. General business majors, they don't be reading. I didn't go to college though, so yeah. All right, well, I'm glad we did this. This is day 2 of the side project, so take care, guys. Logo, bye.